something just ran.
The Pitbull isn't meant to fight alone. It's a parasite fighter, a tiny snubcraft completely dependent on a mothership to launch, recover, and travel between engagements. So naturally, when this thing released, the Pequot crew decided to see if we could turn a Polaris into a pocket carrier. What followed was some of the most fun I've had in Star Citizen so far. Whoa, do not tractor beam the Pitbulls.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to.
This was one of our first combat missions in 4.8. Hauling contracts were plagued with bugs, but combat contracts seemed stable enough. So we loaded 3 Pitbulls aboard a Polaris and went looking for trouble.
That would be a sick background photo, dude. Wallpaper right there. That just looks.
Oh, dude, it's so good looking.
That looks really cool.
Ow. Alright, launch from right to left. The Pitbull is tiny, extremely maneuverable, and honestly a little absurd for the amount of firepower it carries for its size. But the moment you launch from the carrier, you start to understand the trade-offs. You are fragile, you are short-ranged, and if you lose your mothership, you lose your ride home.
2 away.
2 away? Alright, 2 away.
That's so cool seeing you guys take off.
Taking off from the Polaris quickly became one of my favorite things to do in this game. Alright, I am in formation with the Polaris, flying top cover.
Eyes on the bogey. 1 cutter.
Poor cutter.
The Pitbull's handling is incredibly twitchy, especially on mouse and keyboard. Early on, I struggled to consistently land shots during engagements. Nice. But after a few passes, I slowly start getting the feel for it.
Good go.
Splash 1. We intentionally started with lighter contracts while trying to figure out how fighting with these things would actually work.
There comes. Hey, there's another.
Yep, another contact.
It's just
Moving in high.
Kill.
Splash 2.
Hangar's open whenever you guys are ready.
Very quickly, I realized that fighting wasn't the only hard part, so was getting back aboard the carrier. The aforementioned twitchy controls combined with the keyboard inputs makes this process a lot harder than it should be. So for the landing, you need to go, if you're on keyboard, you need to go in decoupled mode and do a very slow approach. Here, I'll go first.
Landing gear down.
So you can boost up to a certain speed and then just use X to slow down to a better landing speed.
Man, I thought I was fucking. I thought the Polaris wasn't there for me. I see what you're doing.
You guys can also land in the bottom.
I'm landing my first one right now.
Landing.
Alright, touchdown. Eventually, we managed to recover the entire flight. Nice landing.
I know.
Or at least, we thought we did.
Power plant failure? What the?
Your ship is
fuck?
he's in the ground for me in the hangar.
Yeah, I see that. You're just gonna need to. You're probably gonna lose it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Oh.
Star Citizen's jank strikes again, temporarily bringing carrier operations to a halt. The next day, we once again bring out the Polaris and my Pitbull.
Landing complete.
This time, Gooms, our Polaris pilot, is also recording while the crew practices multi-crew combat aboard the Corvette. By this point, the Polaris is starting to feel less like a transport and more like a mothership I fight alongside. As we enter the mission area, it's time for me to launch.
Scramble fighters.
Dance.
Alright, I'm launching. Step away.
Delete that footage, dog.
Away.
Fastest walk, boy.
Landing gear up.
Okay, it's closing up. We're gonna start getting more aggressive here.
At this point, we've started naturally settling into roles. The Polaris handles the center of the engagement, while I work around the edges looking for isolated targets.
You guys think I could go full ramming speed through here?
You got a fucking rocket inbound? That shit got shot down.
I got PDCs for those rockets though, don't worry about it.
You got a fucking rocket inbound? Oh, that shit got shot down.
I got PDCs for those rockets though, don't worry about it. Connie, right above us, that's a good target for the gun. Or the nose gun, I mean.
Yep. Point me on him.
Working on it.
Someone let me borrow one of these. Just fuck with it. I'll have some fun with it.
Hornet.
Nose gun's perfect for that Connie. Take him. There you go, there you go.
He's just showing us fucking what's outside now.
Yeah, you're fucking him up. Just keep it up.
But still just the same.
Oh
What
my
the hell?
God, something just ran into us. Yeah, rewind.
Guys.
There you go, there you go.
Shannon Friedman.
Go.
Shannon Friedman.
Lost him again. He's too low.
Working on it, working on it.
Got him.
He's moving too fast. I gotta give it another round.
It's 298 Harvard.
Got him.
Only 2 crates though?
Okay.
No, it
Good shots.
It's a do
Hey, did you,
It's a beginner one, but it's a junior one. So it's a big one.
Yeah.
Sorry?
We're gonna have to move in.
Yeah, I'm ramming this bitch.
Hell yeah.
Landing on our left side, I believe.
Fuck his couch.
God. I think probably the way he wanted to go out though.
Okay, dance, I'm up and in the hangar. Yep. I'm slowing down.
Circle is green, ready to engage.
Alright, I'm back, Daedra.
Okay, I killed the target with,
By this point, the carrier recoveries are starting to feel routine as I adjust to the Pitbull's handling.
Yeah, I'm refuel.
I spend the next few contracts manning one of the Polaris' turrets before eventually heading back out in the Pitbull once again. I'm going to the fighter.
What system are you guys in?
We're in
Pyro.
Mix.
Oh, we're in Pyro. The cool kids are in Pyro.
Yeah.
Hey Gooms, for this launch, there's less margin to the back of the hangar for me, so if you could go slower.
I'm not moving at all.
Oh, okay. Alright, launching.
Now hear this.
Yeah,
All
beautiful.
hands man your battle stations.
What the?
Yeah.
Hicks, did you hear that?
Alright, launching.
That's what I really want to know.
All the arcane lovers.
We form up, and again, it's onto the breach.
You got work to do. I did my job.
Just
Jumped
making
up.
sure we don't have a Perseus here. 'Cause that would be a real threat.
Dude, I love making these freelancers spin out. It's so fun.
Goodbye, execution. This time, the environment itself becomes a major problem. The asteroid field makes it very hard to maneuver freely without crashing.
Shield system is hit.
The enemy ships are heavier, tougher to kill, and every engagement risks turning into a battle of attrition that I can't win.
Because if we do that, then we'll be halfway through Junior. It takes 20 contracts to get through Junior.
I have none for checkmate 2.
Meanwhile, the crew aboard the Polaris is putting in serious work.
They'll perfectly have a hit marker on there.
I just hit my.
Come on, boys. Let's go straight.
I don't know why I'm checkmate Jackson.
Yeah, I kind of want to avoid coming back here.
Good shit.
Yeah, so we're not
Nice,
that-
nice, nice, nice.
I quickly realized the smartest thing I can do is stay close to the Polaris and let the corvette dictate the pace of the fight. On the compass.
Congratulations.
Compass dead.
Target is destroyed.
Okay, 5 seconds, dispatch. You're gonna want to jump back in, Dance.
Yep, I am approaching. I'm on the belly right now, so I gotta switch to the side.
Yeah, door's opening right now.
And I'm gonna head to the mid bay. And
By the end of the session, we'd stopped treating the Polaris like a simple transport for my Pitbull. It had become a carrier, and the Pitbull itself stopped feeling like a gimmick as we started figuring out how it should work in concert with its mothership.
Even with
Yeah, I
plus
guess
and
I need
minus,
to
it
go
doesn't
to
go that far.
Overall, running carrier operations with snub fighters turned out to be an absolute blast. The Pitbull's combination of fragility and maneuverability makes it demanding to fly well. Those weaknesses are covered by working in close proximity with the carrier itself. Coordinated space operations like this are what originally drew me into Star Citizen in the first place. Even with all the bugs and chaos, there's really nothing else quite like it. If you've been thinking about trying out the game yourself, I've got my referral code in the description below for some bonus starting credits. I'll be bringing you more stories from the Pequod crew in the future, including more fighter combat, FPS combat, and capital ship multi-crewing. Stay tuned.